he's staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yellow. There's a blue lady.
I got you. I got you.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
You don't want it. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Yellow. Why?
Hey, here we go.
Check. Under 10. 10.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And they'll get this down to the 10. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Yellow.
Come on, QB, come on. Buzz. Be ready. Mike 42.
Cover.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right.
Go, run.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now it's Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for their strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
Hey, 15.
42 the mic, boys. 42 the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on second and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
They get it to him running left.
Go, go.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.